To Rebuild Primetime, the fastest 5 minutes in the Rebuild universe. Well, certainly faster than that Bible study on Monday night. I don't know who's leading that thing. They should have sped the process up. We're there all night. Anyways, we are 1 week away from the playoffs, and look at these games we had last week. This will hurt. A 12-point win over Brandon, locking in a playoff spot for John. Team Royer upsets the Bull City Ballers. Skilladolphins stay alive by beating champs are here. Team Jamadi, fourth straight win, beating Are We Counting Pancakes, dropping your defending champion to the bottom of the division. Ouch. And I was able to win a close one over the live squad. Looking at your standings, too legit to quit. I have won the division with my win and Brandon's loss. I will be your divisional champ in the Old Testament. Skilladolphins still hanging around at 7-7. Team Royer and Are We Counting Pancakes both 5-9 and out of it at this point. This will hurt is also locked in the division. He has head-to-head tiebreaker over Josh and a one-game lead with one to play. That means this will hurt. Will be your New Testament division champion this year. Bull City Ballers have locked in a playoff game. You might say, why? Because they're one game up on the Live Squad and Easy Work, and they have beaten both those teams this year. And then finally, Live Squad still very much alive for a playoff spot. Team Jamad has been eliminated, but has won 4 straight, and champs are here sitting at 2-12. Your power rankings, we had some changes over here. I'm not 100% sure why, but whatever. This will hurt. Moves up to number 1. I drop down to number 2. Bull City Ballers remains in 3. Live Squad jumps ahead of Easy Work this week. No change for the Skilladolphins. Team Jamad, a well-deserved move up the standings to 7. Team Royer moves up to 8. Are We Counting Pancakes drops 2 to 9. And champs are here, sitting in 10th place as usual. Let's look at your playoff race right here. John and Casey have reason to celebrate. That's right. Will be your divisional champions this year. Our wins, coupled with Josh and Brandon's losses, have clinched those divisional titles. And guess who plays this week? John and I hooking up this week. Winner will be the top overall seed. The winner will take on the final playoff team to get in. The loser of this week's game, well, they will take on Josh in the semifinals. Speaking of Josh, wild card locked in for Josh. While Josh was upset by Nate, he did lock in a spot in the playoffs with both PC and Brandon's losses because he beat those teams, so he has tiebreaker over them. He will be the 3rd seed, and he will take on the loser of John versus me. Yes, sir. Playoff time for Josh. James, I'm going to do him next, as he apparently is not eliminated from the playoffs, and I did find his scenario. There's a chance, my friend. There's a chance. James is alive if he wins, Brandon loses, PC loses, and he outscores them by 240 points. He's in. It's not too much to ask, is it? I'm going to call it less than 1%. That's what I'm going to call that. But let's look at the 2 teams that are really live for this final playoff spot. PC and Brandon. Both these teams are 8-5. Both are playing non-playoff teams this week. They split their regular season matchups this year. PC leads Brandon by 16 total points on the season. These 2 teams couldn't be more evenly matched at this point in the season. It's a coin flip right now. Get that popcorn ready, because I ain't got any idea who's going to the playoffs. I have an opinion, but I ain't got any idea. So let's look at these games, shall we? Let's start with the 3 non-relevant games this week. Are We Counting Pancakes taking on Team Jamad? I'm sorry. Are We Counting Pancakes is 5-9. Team Jamad is 6-8. My bad. Team Jamad, a heavy favorite to win a 5th consecutive game this week. Bull City Ballers take on the Skilladolphins. As I've already told you, Skilladolphins needs to win to keep any theoretical playoff hopes alive. Bull City Ballers looking to go in the playoffs on a good note. Josh, a heavy favorite in this game. And then finally, look at this would normally be our primetime matchup of the week, but 2 divisional championships locked in. We're just going to play off right here. 2 10-4 teams going at it. John, currently a 9-point favorite to beat me in this one. But let's look at the game of the week, shall we? We have 2. Easy Work taking on champs are here. Brandon's already beaten Mike this year. Brandon, a huge favorite to beat Mike again this week. But where might the play come in here? Look at this. The Live Squad taking on Team Royer. Team Royer just pulled the upset of Josh last week. PC did win their earlier meeting, but look, PC only a 2-point favorite at this point because Team Royer's been playing pretty darn good here as of late. 140-point projection. Not too bad. My prediction, I think they both come out with wins. Both Chuck and PC both come out with wins, which is the same number of wins. They split in the regular season, will drop us down to points scored. Pastor Chuck has last week definitely scored more than Brandon. In the last couple of weeks, Pastor Chuck scored more than Brandon. So I like Pastor Chuck to take this final playoff spot. But you know what I said the last time I said Brandon wasn't going to happen? What did we see? The Undertaker GIF. So my question is this. I'm sure Brandon is telling his team, we're the underdog. We're the underdog. Nobody believes in us. Can Brandon pull this out? Make a miracle run to the playoffs like he did last year? and then make them run a Super Bowl like he did last year? Or is PC going to show what's up? I think PC's got the better team. Is PC going to take care of business this week? I am excited to watch. Should be great. I look forward to talking to you all next week to tell you which one of these teams has made the playoffs and is playing John or I in the semifinals. Good luck this week to everybody. I'll talk to you next week.